It was just a matter of time before I was found out. The apple may not have fallen far from the tree, but I was certainly no lawyer. A name? I had to give her a name, or the jig was up, something she could hang her hat on. It's Vice, Vice, baby. It's Vice, Vice, baby.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. How you doing? Sorry if I just came in a little hot right there. Bloop. There you go. Oh, happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week, and it is time for another Maritime Monday watch party, which I haven't done in a couple weeks. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Oh, let's see who is here. We have Amy Evans. I have Cash App. I like money. Hey, we all love money, don't we? No one have crocheted earrings you could buy. Once I re-pierce my lobes, maybe. I was bored and alone. Ignore me. No worries. Sweet Fly, how are you doing? Hello, Con. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Oh, hey, you just answered my question. Don't forget to unmute yourself. I have not forgotten to unmute myself, so thank you. David, how are you doing? Good to see ya. And Danielle, how are ya? The Wendy Bird, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Good to see every single one of ya. I haven't done this in a while, which is weird. Well, not weird. Feels weird. There you go. That's the better way to say it. So today's plan is another Maritime Monday watch party that we haven't done in a hot minute because... Whoa. What's happening? There you go. Because last Saturday, I was on my vacation, and... So, yeah, that's why the week before was the last Maritime Monday watch, right? I'm pretty sure. Braxton, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. So, this Maritime Monday is going to be ship collisions and other water-based idiocy. That's the title. It is about an hour and a half long, which is not bad because it is still a work night. So, not too bad. So, this stream, I will not be working on Sharky, which I have to. I'm slacking on Sharky. Sharky? No, Tank the Shark. That's the name. Tank. But, hey. I have to set up for Screwed Saturday. That is this Saturday, July 5th. Our third? Yeah, our third Screwed... Is it the third? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the third Screwed Saturday. And I'm going to search for a new streaming platform that is not Talk Studios because of the last technical difficulty that I had on my end, which I barely remember because I was quite wasted. So, there will be new rules for Screwed Saturday, which I will tell you guys at the end of this video and on Screwed Saturday. And yes, David Nelson, it is going to be a special Screwed Saturday. T for 2, thanks for being a member for 4 months in the Vice Squad. You're awesome. Appreciate it. Hopefully you will continue the support. Thank you. Thank you. It's the third. Thanks for reminding me. How are you doing, T for 2? Good to see you. Just Stacy, how are you doing? Remembering your father this Saturday? Yep. I think I just acknowledged your message and acknowledged it again. I'm almost done making a parasol. Ooh, how fancy. But yeah, I'll be working on setting that up. So if at any point in time of this video the audio goes a little stupid, please let me know. I will very much appreciate it. So I'll be working on setting up the stream and then maybe send out invites tonight as well. If not, I will be working on that tomorrow. Oh, what else? I think that's about it. I'm sending myself the videos that I took on my vacation, and I'm gonna put it into like a video montage. If it doesn't work out, it's not gonna go up. If it does kind of work-ish, maybe, then I'll say, yeah, screw it. I'll just, I'll upload it and say, oops, it's uploaded. Womp womp, can't do anything else. Melly, how are you doing? Good to see ya. And Aaron, long time no see. And Danielle, welcome to the Vice Squad. Good to see you. I think, I remember you were already a member. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Diane G, good to see ya. Hey yo, how are you doing? But without further ado, this is, hey Island, how you doing? Figured I lost my membership back now. Hey, good to see you. Good to be back. Well, not good to be back. Welcome back. There you go. That's the word. How you doing, Island? Hopefully, your healing is doing well, or you're healing well, whatever the sentence is. You're always tripping hard. Oh yeah, I'm tripping on life. That's what I'm tripping on. I'm feeling grumpy, so I'm going to make some tater tots. Ooh, not a bad idea. I'm not going to even say anything. I'm already struggling to talk. But, yes, Melly, I shall. Oh, whoa, hello. Hey, this is why I always test what screen you're on and if the setup is correct. There you go. That's the correct one. Let's try this again. Ooh, I almost hit end broadcast. Don't do that. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Where did it go? There it is. Hey, I figured it out. You're also nice. I can keep up. Island, it's because you're awesome. That's why. But here is Maritime Monday, ship collisions, and other water-based idiocy. And as always, I remind you every single time we do this, please let me know if I'm too quiet or if the video is too quiet. I will adjust the audio volume accordingly. I will mute myself, and when I unmute, it is for saying hello, goodbye to people, and inserting my own comments that no one asked for. So, shall we? I think we shall. Maritime Monday, ship collisions, and other water-based idiocy. Let us begin.
I am filled with scotch and bitterness and impure thoughts. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. It is Monday. That means it's Maritime Monday again here on Legal.
Hey, I have this right in front of my face and I forgot to even mention it. I got my, what's it called? My Dragon's Treasure stuff. As you guys, if you guys remember, the last little hangout stream that we did, I ordered the Dragon's Treasure coffee, tea, and teaware. So here's my coffee called Dio. It is ground, it is grounded, and it is a dark roast. I got that, which is giant. I wasn't expecting it to be this giant. Phrasing. Ah, okay. And I got the black jasmine, which I was going to drink tonight, but I decided not to. But black jasmine has black tea and jasmine. And also the teaware. It is a dragon ship thing. Very Asian inspired. So that is why I am drinking Iroh's Legacy, which is by far my favorite so far. You know, just as an everyday drink or a drink to slowly end the day, which is what I'm doing. It is a jasmine green tea, and hey, I think I'm sticking with something I'm comfortable with. That's why. So, I'm not muted. Am I muted? Melly? Oh, okay. Sarah, how are you doing? Oh, Sarah, how are you doing? Took me a second. So, if you guys are interested in anything, we have tea, we have coffee, we have teaware, we have soaps, and many other things. Go to the link in the description down below for go over to thedragonstreasure.com. Use the code ViceViceBaby, all caps, no space, for a 10% off of your whole order. You'll be supporting me, and most importantly, you'll be supporting the T-Man. He's an awesome dude. Love the T-Man. We all love the T-Man. You should love the T-Man, because he's awesome. So, that's again, thedragonstreasure.com. Use the code ViceViceBaby, all caps, no space. And enjoy your tea, coffee, or soap, whatever it may be. Now, back to the video. If I can find the correct scene. There you go. Yeah.
Devices.
Also, Sarah, I know I said hi, but good to see you. Really good to see you. The Ron Jeremy soap. We're not gonna get into that again, Melly. We're not. Didn't like that phrasing. I'm gonna shut up.
And that's me, Legal Vices. How are y'all doing? The weekend is over. Time for everybody to wake up and go back to work, or you're in the middle of your work day, or you're finished and you're home and getting ready for bed. Whatever it is, I am glad you are here. And chat, what on earth is wrong with all of you? I've been reading the comments while getting ready here. You guys are weird. All right, everybody. I do have the greatest chat on the internet. Anyone here is by default a member of the Vice Squad, and it's perfectly wonderful to have all of you here. I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here for Maritime Monday. And the mods, you're here early as usual, doing your jobs. You guys are awesome. You know, I could not do this, literally could not do this without you guys. You are indispensable. That's why starting next week, and I'll be messaging some of you and
Hey, She-Huns, how you doing? Good to see ya. And hey, guess what? Because you guys are awesome and I'm horrible, I am on Top Chat. So here's a reminder for you guys: make sure you're on Live Chat, not Top Chat. Did I miss anyone while I was in Top Chat? No? Awesome. Sweet. Ugh. You guys are awesome. Vice Squad rules. Vice Squad, best squad forever. Best chat in the whole entire YouTube universe. You guys are awesome. Love you all. Let us continue.
Some of the mods, and we'll all get together and we'll figure out some kind of a schedule for those of you that want to come on here, that would want to come on, be a guest, to show the universe your face and get to know people. We'll kick off our very moddy Christmas. That's what we're gonna be doing here during December. So we can meet the mods. Hopefully the mods are up for it, and all the mods that have their own channels can shill the heck out of that. But we'll be good. Everything's going to be wonderful. We've got the mods, we've got the chat, we've got the like buttons. We've got 118 people here and 56 likes. You know that I grift the likes. So let's grift the heck out of the likes. Hit that like button. Let's get us up to 100 likes here in the next couple of seconds while I'm doing all of this. It was a great weekend. We had our F at Friday stream. I recovered Saturday and a bit of Sunday, and we're pretty.
Well, so, sorry, Dad, for cutting you off right there. But hey, there is 25 of you guys watching with 18 likes. I know you guys can do better, but hey, I know you guys will get there. Let's make the viewers and the like a little more equalized. But hey, he just barely did his F it Friday. I'm doing my Screw It Saturday on this Saturday, so in a few days. Hopefully you guys will come.
We're pretty good now. It's been a good day. It's been a great day. And so now we've got to jump into the world of maritime law, which is what I do. That's why every Monday is Maritime Monday here. That's sort of my bailiwick, my wheelhouse. If you're going to be using nautical terms, that's my wheelhouse, is maritime law. That's why we do Maritime Monday, so I can sort of talk authoritatively about at least something. What do we got coming up this week? Right after we finish this, we're going to go into day 6 of the Juan David Ortiz border trial, border patrol, serial killer, woman of negotiable affection deleting guy trial. It's been an absolute disaster the past 5 days. I've only seen 4 days, but I'm sure that day 5 was equally as disastrous. But we'll see where it goes. So that's what we're going to do right after this. We'll go straight into the Juan David Ortiz trial. Stick around for that. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we'll probably just do the David Ortiz trial, the Juan David Ortiz trial. Thursday will be OJ Simpson. Friday, may have some law rants, may just do the trial. I don't know. But
Howdy, Harriet. How you doing? Good to see you. Hit the like, howdy, Connor. Love Maritime Monday. Thank you for hitting that like and howdy. And I love Maritime Monday too. She hunts, or do you prefer to call you Iowa now? I don't know. You tell me. Just hit like, appreciate you. Thank you so much. And looks like there's 28 people watching and 26 likes. You guys are freaking awesome. Love you guys so much. I knew you guys would be doing such a great job. Miss that man? Yeah, miss him too.
trying not to do 2 streams back to back. But if something happens tomorrow, like Elon decides to drop some more tweet bombs, if there's some developments in other cases, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll just for today and probably Wednesday just do the Juan David Ortiz trial. Check out my Twitter, The Legal Vices. That's where all of my scheduling information is. So we can find it out there. Just keep that posted, and make sure you have that notification button on so that you can get notified if we do decide to have a second stream earlier on before the Juan David Ortiz trial. So definitely we'll have OJ Simpson on Thursday because that's what we got to do. But we'll just ride this Juan David Ortiz trial out. And as always, Josh Robine will be taking over the Juan David Ortiz trial during the lunch hour. So you've got me until what time would that be? That would be like 12:30 Eastern, or I guess 12:30 Central. That'd be like 1:30 Eastern. You'll have me until then. All righty then. Let's start off with the super chat. We got one super chat lined up. Marv White. God damn it. Marv White. I'm late. He's a 2 and a like. Hey, I'll take the 2 and the like. Thank you so very much for kicking off the super chats. You're number one super chatter today. And for the super chats, there are no minimums, there are no rules. I will read every single super chat that comes in. I'll respond to every single super chat that comes in. I try to pay attention to the chats, but there's a lot of things going on. I actually don't get to a lot of the chats, but I try to pay as much attention as possible. A surefire way to one, support me, and two, to make sure that I answer your question and address it is through a super chat. But I'll do my best to get to the do my best to get to it. If you have just a regular comment here in chat, but there's so many people chatting. It's so difficult. But if I see something particularly interesting or something that catches my eye, I'll do it. But hit that like button. We are ready to jump into Maritime Monday. 227 likes, 227 concurrent viewers, and 105 likes.
Um, you can call me either. Awesome. I'll call you She-Hunts because I like that name. It's a good name. And Soko SLP, I'm sorry if I just butchered that name, but what time are you streaming on Saturday? I'm going to. So here's the thing. I don't know if I'm going to be working Saturday or not. So I'm going to plan on 2 p.m. my time, Mountain Time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific. That's what I'm going to plan on.
We got to get those numbers up. Get those numbers up to at least 75%. It takes no time on your part, literally just that long just to hit down there and hit that like button so that YouTube gets the word that we're here and puts the word out to everybody that, hey, this is a recommendable channel. This is a recommendable video. This is a recommendable live stream. So jump on that, hit that like button. I would be gratefully indebted to you forever and ever and ever. We're going to go back to our roots today. Today is the roots of Maritime Monday. Those of you that have been the original ride or die crew from the beginning, you'll know that's how we started out. Just watching ship collision videos.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Sweet. I share Dad's birthday and would love to watch live so I can share some love. Appreciate ya. Like I said, if anyone missed it, this Screwed Saturday will be a special Screwed Saturday and awesome pause face, Dad. Nice. So, hopefully a lot of you guys will tune in. Spread the word. I know I'm horrible at grifting my own channel, so I guess I should start doing that too, right?
And water-based idiocy, people doing dumb things on boats. That's where we're going to start today. We're going to go back to those roots. So for those of you that are just listening in the background, today may be a bit of a difficult thing here for you because we're pretty visual today. But go back later and you'll watch and have fun. But in the meantime, you can hear me talk and you can listen to the crashes and crunches of ships hitting each other. How does that sound? And with that, so why are we going back to our beginnings? Why are we going back to our roots? Because there was an incident like 3 or 4 days ago in San Diego Harbor where two Navy ships came, in the maritime sense of the word, extremely close to each other. I mean, there is some distance between them. It was, but in the maritime scheme of things, it was a very, very close near miss. And I was watching that video thinking, okay, that's really interesting. And I thought, well, let's go see what YouTube has to offer as far as updates and new collisions and dumbassery that we haven't seen yet. So that's kind of how we got back to doing this original route-based ship collisions and water-based idiocy videos. That's what we're going to do today. Just react to some videos, have fun with this, answer your questions, address your super chats, and continue to shill for likes because that's what I do.
My very first super chat ever was given to your dad on our birthday last year. Oh, nice. That's awesome. Thanks for. Wow, hopefully I can talk. Thanks for sharing that. I sure wish I could have known your father. He seems like a great guy. He is a great guy. And yeah, no, I have nothing yet more to add. He's a great guy.
All right, our first video is the video that kicked all of this off today. Where are we at here? This is the video that starts it all. Again, this was in San Diego Harbor. It was two U.S. Navy vessels The Navy vessels were. Someone made. Let me see this. Someone made a witty comment that I liked. Where was it? It was the Harper's Ferry and the Mimosa, and someone I can't find the comment in my comments, but it was in my tweeter in my twit comment. It was a tweet in my Twitter comment. There we go. Saying that the joke is ruined now.
Pam, how are you doing? Good to see ya. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. I haven't seen any of you guys in a hot minute. So welcome in. How are you doing?
Screw it. And they're saying that the mimosa was like value added tax in Danish, so that explains why everything went to hell. Wow, that I really destroyed that joke. Sorry, whoever told me about that little piece of information. But here we are. These two ships, they're going head to head in the bay. And we have the guided missile destroyer Momsen. That's what, not Mimosa. That's it's gonna be one of those days. The guided missile destroyer Momsen and the this gigantic landing ship over there.
Yes, Pam. Thanks for reminding me. That's also one of the things I'm going to do as well. I'm not going to do it on this video, but I'm going to make a tweet commenting on Hayden's video and the incident that occurred, the unfortunate event that occurred. So after I finish setting up my stream for Saturday, that is what I'm going to do. Thanks for reminding me. Appreciate you.
Harper's Ferry. The Harper's Ferry is coming out of the port, and the Momsa is going into port. And there's a lot of things to note about this video, and we'll kind of walk through this one. This doesn't look too dramatic, but this is actually an extremely close call as far as ships go. So let's watch this video and sort of wash the taste of that attempt to read someone's witty comment out of our mouths. All right, here we go. And there's not a lot of audio. There's some audio back and forth between the ships and the Coast Guard. And
I see Warship 49. We're Warship 49. We're coming to port to avoid you.
All right. Let's jump on a few things right here. One.
Sorry, you came in right as like mid-drink. How are you doing, Jules? Good to see ya. Mischief, happy sales, my friend. I don't know what that sound is. Happy sales. Indeed. I really prefer mimosa. I haven't had mimosa in a hot minute. Yeah, that does sound good.
This discussion should never have been necessary. If we go back just a tad, we've got this red buoy over here.
Lefty, long time no see, brother. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Did Danny have her baby? Not yet. I don't think she has yet. Not yet. Is your stream ending in the next 4 minutes? Nope. It is not. It just barely started. We're 10 minutes in of the hour and a half, so you are a little too early.
This ship going into port should be close to this red buoy, which it is. Fair enough. I mean, it's relatively close. The inbound ships should stay over here on the red side. There's a green buoy over on the other side here that we can't see, and the outbound ships should stay close over on this side. They should be on each side should be on the starboard side, the right side of whatever the shipping lane they're in is here, in this fairway they call them. So this ship maybe could be a little bit closer, but it looks pretty good to me. This big boy here in the background should be quite a bit over to our left or its right. And so that's why right and left are arbitrary when you're talking about things.
Daily Dysfunction, how are you doing? Good to see ya. I sure miss Jeff, even though I usually fall asleep on his streams. Yeah, well, he does have the effect. But, yeah, well, I mean, Lefty, if you want, you can come back when there's 4 minutes left on the stream. If not, hey, welcome in. Are you working, or did you already work? I don't know. Your schedule's messy. Feels like to me.
That's why we say port and starboard. The port side is the left side of the ship. The starboard side is the right side of the ship. And there are rules of the road. there are rules for the road. There are rules of the road for sailing. It's not just everybody tries to stay out of each other's way. It's not, and some people will say, "Oh, the bigger ship wins." No, the bigger ship doesn't have the right of way. In fact, that's quite often
didn't mean to
not
do that.
the case.
Pause. Took the night off. It's too nice outside to deal with addicts and a-holes. Yeah, okay, understandable. So, hey, welcome in. Very, very understandable. It's gonna rain in the next few hours here, so it's not too bad. Battleship Cove is a great destination for anyone who loves to see cool stuff. Fall River. Okay, I don't know if I will go on, like, towards there, but I'll keep it in mind.
Fishing boats that are engaged in fishing. Doesn't matter how big you are, you got to stay out of their way. But there are rules, and the rules that apply. I know, strangely, we haven't talked about these before. The rules that apply, and those of you with the maritime or navy backgrounds will know. Where are we at here? Is this us? This is us. These are they're called COLA regs, the collision regulations. They're the international regulations for preventing collisions at sea. They're made in 1972. There's been a few adjustments since then, but there are rules for each and every situation. It's the application, the rules in this section. So this is a section for vessels that can see each other, vessels that are in sight of each other. There's sailing vessels. This is what to do if there's a sailing vessel involved. And overtaking. This is what happens if you're coming up from behind a ship. Who has the right of way? What do you have to do? So any vessel overtaking any other shall keep out of the way of the vessel being overtaken. So if you're coming up behind, you have to stay out of the way of the ship in front of you. And so there's all these different rules, and Rule 14 applies to this case. It's a head-on situation. When two power-driven vessels are meeting on reciprocal or nearly reciprocal courses so as to involve risk of collision, each shall alter her course to starboard so that each shall pass on the port side of the other. So they pass what's called port to port. I turn right to starboard, they turn right to starboard. So you're coming like this. Each one turns right. Is that right? I can't do things upside down. Okay. The ships are coming each other. This guy, he turns starboard. This guy, he turns starboard. So you pass. I can't. It's upside down. Damn it. There we go. We have to do it on a plane. We turn like this and pass port to port. There we go. I hate these reverse pictures. So yeah, I turn right, he turns right, we pass port to port. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. So each alters their course to starboard, each turns right so that they pass left side to left side or port to port. Now, such situations, so what if we don't know? What if we don't know if we're on an exactly head-to-head situation? What do we do? I said, well, you shall be deemed to be in a head-on situation when the vessel sees the other ahead or slightly ahead.
That's a good summary, I guess, Aaron. I guess that's a good summary.
And by night she can see the masthead lights of the other ship in line or nearly in line. So there's all these complicated rules, but they're simple but complex. They do address nearly every situation you'll come upon in the sea in just these 20 something short rules. Now, whenever a vessel is in doubt whether they're in a head-to-head situation, they should assume that a head-to-head situation exists and act accordingly. So why is that a problem here?
Speaking of problem, howdy, grass is green enough. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Welcome in.
In this case, we've got a couple of reasons why this is a problem in this case. One, they're on a head-to-head or very, very nearly head-to-head course, reciprocal course. This guy should be to our left or farther to his right. So now what happens? They're actually coming in at this kind of an angle. Well, this kind of an angle. So if he turns right and he turns right, they're going to hit each other. So because they're on the wrong side, they go up, he turns to starboard, he turns to starboard, and they do this. So what they have to do is prepare. This should have been handled long ago. The big ship leaving port should have been way over to the side, but they're not. So what do? You have a communication, especially when you're in this situation where you're not head to head and you're actually on the wrong side of each other. Then you have to have this conversation. What are we going to do? And this conversation should have happened a long time before now. Now, an interesting thing here is right over here. This little flag here means that there is a pilot on board the vessel. That means there is someone who is extremely familiar with San Diego port that is leading this ship into port. This vessel doesn't have the pilot port. He does not have the pilot flag. I got that backwards. This is the today's a great day. All right, move out of the way. Move out of the way sign. Yeah, the pilot flag is over here. There is no pilot flag, so pilot flag, no pilot flag. This guy is under pilot. This guy is not under pilot. Now, they had this conversation about what should we do, but it was way too late. But they did have the proper conversation, which is this part here.
Warship 49, we're coming to port to avoid you.
Okay, what I was saying is if he turns right to starboard and he turns right to starboard, they're going to hit each other.
Boosh. How you doing? Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Your views and likes are equal. Congrats. Hey, you guys are awesome. Thanks, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for doing that. And if there's anyone here in chat or lurking that haven't hit the like button, please, please, please. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider it. I will very deeply, deeply appreciate it. And if you are, subscribed, please double check that you still are, because YouTube can be a-holes and unsubscribe you. So, love you guys.
There's no way they can pass port to port with their left sides facing each other at this point. So this ship says, I am turning to port. I'm not turning right, I'm turning left.
Hey, Ginger with the soul, good to see ya. There, made it so there's one more like than viewer. Hey, I don't know how that happens, but thank you.
To avoid you. That's the proper thing to do in the situation. But this conversation should have happened a long time before this. And the smaller boat entering.
Diane, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Oh, I love this so much. You are a good son. Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. Don't have me arrested. I put my DNA on your thumbs up. I don't know. I'll have to start collecting evidence in a paper bag. I don't know.
Port. The smaller boat entering port is much more maneuverable than this big one here. And notice how everybody is on the bridge.
We're coming to port to avoid you as well.
So that's their reciprocal turn. Okay, we're going to port too. Everybody goes to port. We separate. You got everybody here on deck. These guys on deck and these guys on deck. Everybody's watching this real time from the decks of their respective ships. Boat jousting, right? This says baloney bong. They're boat jousting.
That's going out in the channel over there. That ship kind of in front of the other one.
Yeah, so they're turning port, so their right sides are facing each other. They should be going port to port with their port sides facing each other, their left sides facing, but this was the safest thing to do. Some radio interference. But like I said, I mean, it looks like they're really far apart. And there is a good distance between them. But when you're talking about these
Red Solo Cups, yep. Red Solo Cups are okay according to Canton Cops, yep. Red Solo Cup, I fill you up. Sorry, video.
Ships that, although they can maneuver quickly, they can't just turn 90 degrees on a dime. So, that's a bad thing. I mean, you've still got a good distance, and nobody got hurt, but just a couple of seconds delay, one way or the other. One person makes the wrong turn, makes the decision that he's going to do what these rules say and turn right, turn to starboard, then a whole lot of bad stuff could have happened. That's why stay in your lane literally means stay in your lane, especially when applied to ships. And communicate early. Take early measures to avoid collisions. So this is what got me thinking about today.
Amy, you are very, very, very welcome.
Again, it's not a dramatic collision, but it is still an event that happened that could have been extremely bad. Oh no, big container ship would have had no chance to avoid that, which is a lot of what we're going to be looking at today. A lot of ships that didn't avoid collisions like that one. Inuya says these guided missile destroyers are a lot more agile than your average big ship, which is why in the video you saw the guided missile destroyer turn really sharply to port, and the other ship that was outbound was really slowly moving. So it was probably really uncomfortable for everybody that was watching, and I'm sure there's going to be some reprimands coming down for that sort of behavior. Now with that, let's get into the fun stuff. Let's get into the accidents and the collisions. 420 of you are here now and only 181 likes. We're not even at 50% likes. Come on, guys, get those likes up. I like you to like me. Please like me.
Harriet Williams, there's a lot of possibilities in your question. Any reason why the communication did not happen earlier? People not paying attention, people underestimating the distance, people like undertrained. I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities in why the communication didn't happen earlier. Unfortunately, we won't know exactly why because we don't know the story behind that video previous to the start of the radio. Jeff was such a great guy. Connor, you should feel blessed. I am blessed. Hopping off, but looking forward to Saturday's stream. Have a great night, Connor and friends. Sarah, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. And hopefully we'll see you later. Have a good night. This is a great freeze, great smoke. With his awkward smile. I hope there was some retaining for several. Yep. Great smile. Oh yeah. Very awkward smile he has right here. Yeah, very awkward. Do you have a fan on or something? Is it weird sound? It's the fridge making the weird sound, and I'm kind of concerned.
All right, everybody, hit that like button and we will get going here. Pulling up our next video. The next video is, I like the title of this one, Ships and Boats Crashing into Bridges. We did a very, very tragic case of a ship hitting a bridge in Florida, which collapsed the bridge and killed a bunch of people. Most of these collisions today, people fare a little bit better than that, but there's still a lot of damage done here. So let's pop this video in and go for it.
Man, they're gonna lose that top part. Watch, ready? Oh no, oopsie.
Ouch. Here we've got this this cargo carrier, little bulk cargo carrier, going under the bridge, and this happens way more than it should. Oh, we've got it covered, and as you can see by the dust cloud up there, no, they didn't.
Man, they're gonna lose that top part. Watch, ready? Oh no, oopsie.
I like how the crewmen are running away, and these guys are probably the superintendents of the vessel, and they're just looking like, oh. They didn't move. Everyone else ran away, but they're probably just already counting the dollars. oh. Every scrape and scratch you hear is thousands of dollars. I mean, this is bad. Just just look at this bouncing off these concrete reinforcements under the bridge. Oops. Well, this here is also what happens when you decide you're going to eyeball this tiny little hole here. It's always important to check the draft of your vessel and to make sure the tide scales. At low tide, this may have been a no problem situation, but as you can see here, it's about to be an expensive accident.
A little hot tour would fix it. Why did I say that? Why did I say that? I'm disappointed in myself. I hate myself for that. I'm sorry, guys. Jeez. It's my bedtime. It's my bedtime. And Claire, how you doing? After an emotional day to find this tonight, though I'll be on rewatch the best thing I could have. Over. Bless you, Connor. Bless you, Aunt Clara. And hopefully, the rest of the week will be better for you. Hey, I'm glad you guys were all thinking about it, but damn. Why did I say that? I've never driven a boat, but I'm thinking, and I'm kind of dumb, but even I can see this ain't gonna work. Yeah. All good if only Oliver Kenny would have gone through unscathed. I'm sorry, okay? Melly, I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
And then it gets stuck. What do you do when your ship gets stuck under a bridge like that? You've got two choices. Neither of which, well, I guess you got three choices. None of which are any good. One, you can just try to power through and hope you don't get more stuck, which is just going to continue to rip the top of your ship off. You can reverse your engines and try to back out of this, which is going to probably do more damage because everything that got folded down is now going to get drug and folded back on itself. Or you can sit there for however many hours it takes for the tide to go out, which is also not a good situation. Yeah, I guess there's the fourth option. You can fill the bilge tanks and try to weight it down a little bit further in the water to get out.
Oh, hi Bridget, how you doing? Good to see you.
Let the air out of the tires. Now this, I don't know what the F happened here. This is a very, very long barge here that hits the bridge. And before we get going, Xcomer Triple Z has just gifted 5 Legal Vices memberships. Thank you so much, Xcomer. Who gets the memberships? Catherine.
I was being a degenerate. Asked if he got some. Ooh. Like Sean from Potential Criminals says, Safa. Should have 800 bottles of Suppose the tide is coming in. Just a little bit.
Gets them. Givner gets one. Joe Sullivan gets one. Paul Goodyear gets one. And 5-Ton 3D Gamer was gifted a membership along with Bill Leslie. Wait, that's 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Givner, you didn't get one. You just you left a comment. Take on the ballast. Sorry, Givner. Catherine, Joe Sullivan, Paul Goodyear, 5-Ton 3D Gamer, and Bill Leslie. Give Xcomer a thank you for the gifted memberships. All right. Now this is really, really awful. This barge, look how long this barge is here. This is an extremely long barge that's going to hit this bridge support right here. Oops, we're rocking. But what happens? The bridge collapses. Yikes. That is a less than ideal situation. Again, got to watch that height. I don't think the spotter guy here was doing his job quite well.
And I don't think yelling "whoa, whoa, 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 whoa" also helped. I could listen to your dad's dads. I only have one dad. I could listen to your dad all day. That's where you get your wonderful voice. Oh, thanks. LKF Designs. How you doing? Hi, Connor. Gosh, I miss listening to your dad. Jeff was such an amazing man. What a treasure he left us with all these videos. Very true. Very true. And welcome in. Good to see ya. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Really, what were these people thinking? A big oops. Well, I think in some of these cases, people have a lot of fuck you money. So maybe they might be doing it on purpose. I don't know. Well, I wonder how they got out. That's a very good question. Maybe just wait until the tide just rolls out. I don't know. That's a very good question.
If you're going to say whoa, 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 you're going to want to do it more than about 3 microseconds before the grinding starts.
Exactly what I said.
Ugh. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, this is probably the least expensive accident we're going to see tonight. It's just a matter of replacing the bars up there. It didn't shear off a big section of the ship like the last dummy that tried to go under a bridge. Well, that's why I'm like, whoa, 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 what's he supposed to do? Hit the brakes? Well, you can reverse the engines, but it requires...
More money more money than brains? Yes. Very true. Island, thanks for being member of the Vice Squad for 4 months. Appreciate you, sis. Thank you, and hopefully you will continue to support. Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, that also reminds me, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do that at the end of the stream. I think a lot of drinks were involved. Party in the party in the USA. I don't know I'm too. You guys. I'm too tired. I might be weird. Put more weight on the boat. That can help. Yes, that is true. That is very true.
Requires more than 3 milliseconds for that to take effect.
Hey, I better stand back, bro.
Yeah, this one. I mean, in all fairness, this is an adrift vessel in floodwaters. This wasn't someone who made a mistake, other than having the ship out the boat out somewhere where it can float away during a storm. I'm guessing this is after a hurricane or after some sort of monsoon rain, but yeah, the predictable thing happens.
Hey, I better stand back, probably.
And it just comes out the other side. Oops. Hey, we all know what this is, don't we?
I knew he would comment on this. So here, right here, these buildings, these clumps of buildings, is called iPark. This is where the rich people live. Right here, maybe like way past this arrow, down south, that's where Dad used to live. This bridge is a beautiful bridge. Love this bridge. Rich people don't live in the city. I know. Welcome to Korea, where there's high rises everywhere and skyscrapers.
Those of you that have been here from day one or their very first Maritime Monday knows what this is. This is my accident. This is
Just to clarify, no, he did not cause the accident. He was part of the investigation, and he represented in this thing. I'm pretty sure, but he did not cause the accident.
my accident here. And if you haven't liked this video now you should. Yes, this is the case that I worked. That was this showed up on our very first Maritime Monday when I didn't know, and I was so excited to see my accident on one of these. We've had 3 or 4 accidents that I've worked on show up on YouTube videos. I'm not famous. This accident is famous. Look, it's Jeff's neighborhood. It is my neighborhood. This is what I see outside of my bedroom window. If I or my even this room, I look out my computer room window, and that's I'm looking at these buildings right here. As this bridge goes around, I'm like right over here, right about where my head is. Like right about here is where my house is. But yeah, this was a Russian little Russian cargo ship that came out of port. That's on the other side of the bridge. It's a tiny little port that now they've shut that port down because it was deemed really stupid and dangerous to have it open because of this. So why is no one blaming the bridge? This one's pretty hard to blame the bridge for being in the way. Even this one. My office, Legal Vice's office in the distance. My office is it's just off screen, just like past me. It's about another couple of centimeters left of where my face is in relative to the screen here. But no, this Russian captain of this little ship here. He was supposed to come out of the berth and go out and turn left and sail up this way north to Russia. Well, he kind of did a U-turn. He just came out and did a U-turn and ran straight under the bridge. Now, the good thing is that he hit the bridge right here. If he would have been, he hit the bridge, where are we at here? Let me bring this up here. If he would have hit the bridge like around this area, he wouldn't have hit the bridge. He would have gone under the bridge and onto the beach. And that would have been something special. But he hit it here where he couldn't go under it, which again was probably the best place he could hit it. So yeah, he comes out, instead of going up this way and into Russia, he just kind of does this U-turn and smashes into the bridge. One of my friends was actually on the bridge. I don't know if they'll show it in this video, but if you see a little blue car just after it hits the bridge, that was my friend's car. And I started.
Yeah, I was gonna comment that, but he already said it. And yep. So, if I remember correctly, so these are top level and bottom level. They go opposite directions. It's a one-way thing, if I remember correctly, which I could be very wrong. I haven't been on that bridge in a very, very long time. Hey, Cardi Cat Mom, how you doing? Good to see ya. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Where's the play button? There it is.
Getting phone calls instantly after this happened. And eventually we ended up working the case because when he was pulling out of the dock, when he was coming away from the dock, there were 2 yachts in the way, and he kind of hit those 2 yachts before making a U-turn and hitting the bridge. And we represented the yacht owners in that case.
You can go around it, you can go over it. You can't go under it. You have to go through it. I don't know. Possibly Connor, David Nelson, Bill is Spanish. Galleon in Minecraft named the HMS Lorax in honor of her father. It's 120 by 20 meters, about to stem port aboard. Ooh, nice, David. I'll have to check it out. That's freaking awesome. Wow.
blood alcohol content was incredibly high. I think it was like 3 times the legal limit. Yeah, he was liquored up, did a U-turn with his boat and hit the bridge. So let's watch what happens. Boom. Ah. And then he tried to back up and tried to run away, but yeah, he didn't get very far. The Coast Guard office is literally 5 minutes up the coast from where this happened. So the Coast Guard got there before he'd gone 200 meters. So that was my case.
Sounds good, Bush. Thank you. Oh, and I just got it.
That's my contribution to Maritime Monday.
Wow. Holy crap, David. That's beautiful. Good job. That honestly, not gonna lie, that all like the shape of it almost reminds me of the Endurance. Not gonna lie. But I know it's something else. I know it's something else. Can't do most things, and it's mind messing with everything. Yeah, it happens. Show us? Sure. No, don't switch. I don't care. Let me move this up here while I open it. Hey, Boosh. Thanks for the $2. Show the chat the HMS Lorax. I'm proud of him. It's based on the HMS Victory. Jeff made a comment about wanting to see it. Yeah, I'll show it. Here, I'll continue the video while I get this all set up.
I don't know what the situation of this is, but it looks like they're delivering a new boat, and everybody came out to watch the delivery of the new boat. And then the new boat got turned sideways and smashed into the bridge. So yeah, I don't know exactly what the circumstances around it. I couldn't find anything about this because I thought it was weird that there's a bajillion people watching it and filming it. So the only thing I can think of was the delivery of a new boat. Alrighty. Oh, see, you can see the bridge coming down here. This is just bad timing. Really bad timing. Oh, it takes that stack right up. That's not going to make the insurance company very happy. Several $1 million down the drain there. We've seen this one before. This guy came in hot.
Call the police right now.
And I like nerd on his phone. Call the police right now. Yeah, I think the police will be aware of it. I mean, what's the guy going to do? Run away? But I like to call the police right now. Duh.
Call the police right now. Okay.
Well, and if I recall correctly, in this case, they lost their steering. The captain or somebody telling them, "Come on inside before we hit this wall over here."
Okay. So, whoa, what happened? Here is a picture of the HMS Lorax that David Nelson built. That thing is beautiful. Absolutely love it. The details in them, chef's kiss. Yeah. I really love it. 1-to-1 scale, nice. That thing is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And I love how there's more underwater. Beautiful touch. Good job. Good job. And there's, of course, Aaron the hater. I built some amazing stuff, but David's ship is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm running out of storage. No. Anyways, back to the video. Good job, David, again. Good job.
Now, this video is titled Hitting Bridges, but this isn't a bridge. This is hitting this embankment here, hitting this seawall. Now, it doesn't look that big, but I want you to notice the size of the people in this video. The size of the people standing next to this seawall here. Well, there's a good idea. There's a car. So that's like 5 or 6 cars high. This is a huge wall. See, there's a better shot of the cars lining up against the wall. And Grisha Bait is our newest member. Welcome. Welcome to the Clean and Sober crew. Congratulations. Now you get to watch a ship hit a retaining wall just for your giggles. There you go. Here, look at these people. These are people. That tells you how massive this seawall is. Boom. Oh, God.
Oh my god, that's why they're all there. Man, they're gonna lose that top part. Watch, ready?
Well, there we go. We can't see any more on this video. So that was large ships hitting bridges, or well, I guess there were some smaller ships in there too. Ships hitting bridges and retaining walls and whatnot. And like anything, all of those could have been avoided. Now we'll take it down a little bit. Now we'll just look at some idiots on boats. They never showed that cruise ship actually hitting the bridge. That's what I was thinking. And I think when they did, it had the cards on in it, so it kind of blocked it. But yeah. Well, let's look at yeah, I hate it when they cover the screen too. Jeez. That's the one I was hoping to see. But let's just watch some dumb people being idiots on boats. Starts out with this lovely lady here. There's a lovely lady for all of us to look at here. There we go. It's embiggen it. Gee, what could possibly go wrong with this picture? What could possibly happen here? Let's find out.
Not everybody
Bye.
is privileged enough to get their hands on a boat. That
Oof.
privilege also comes with the responsibility of not sinking yourself or others.
Let's go fishing. Oh, look, we got a fish.
Today, we've
And a big catfish.
Hey, I ate a gator when I was in Florida. Frickin' delicious, let me tell ya. Loved it.
sinking yourself or others. Today, we've compiled
Oh,
35
dude.
clips of idiots driving boats.
Aww.
An impatient boat caused quite a wave when it tried to race a closing bridge.
Oops. Didn't quite make it.
All because of that boat.
Now, again, this is just some little dude in his little yacht trying to be cool and blast under that closing bridge. Now he's got to pay the damages for those bridges, and those damages can be astronomical. To
So good, especially with that sauce. Oh yeah, I don't know what that sauce was, but that was freaking good. Gators are good. I think they taste like chicken, 100%. Like on the menu, they could have just advertised that as fried chicken, and I would have believed it. And Shizzy, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I'm just doing a little Maritime Monday watch stream, which I haven't done in a hot minute. So that's what we're doing. We're watching videos about ship collisions and other water-based idiocy while I work on other stuff. Usually I'll be crocheting, but I've been slacking on that and just working on other things. So, Shizzy, good sir, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. And all the new viewers, all the returning viewers, welcome in, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Consider hitting the like button and the subscribe button if you so desire. I really appreciate you. Bun said, how are you doing? Good to see ya. I tried Gator Nuggets at the House of Blues in NOLA. I've never heard of... Oh, never mind. I got you. I haven't been there. I'm a returning viewer. Hey, Diane. Thanks for being a returning viewer. Brenda, how are you doing? Good to see ya.
they've got to pay for the repairs to the bridge, and it's a raising bridge, so it's not just slapping up some concrete and steel. You've got to worry about the mechanics of the bridge, all of the safety inspections, all of the surveys. Plus, if that's a toll road, which many of these raising and lowering bridges are toll roads, then you also have the loss of earnings that they couldn't get from the toll gates while your dumbass, because of your dumbass destroying the bridge. So these damages can be in the millions of dollars just because some idiot couldn't wait a few seconds. Idiots in boats continues.
I'm gonna fight it. A stolen 60-foot yacht crashes into.
Yeah. Oh, there was definitely alcohol involved in this accident.
Yeah. A stolen 60-foot yacht crashes into several docked boats.
Ooh.
This joyrider was soon arrested.
Oh! I got it!
Gonna crash into that.
Dorado smoked!
Luckily,
Ugh.
no one was injured when this racing.
Man, these speedboats. I used to watch speedboat racing all the time when I was a kid. In America, like when I was a kid, and some of you olders may remember like Wide World of Sports. It was on it was Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which.
Connor, I've been sewing up a storm while watching Karen read rage sewing. Rage sewing is fun, but also it causes stress itself, I've noticed, when I've done rage sewing. Yeah, I don't know.
Morning it was, but yeah, they would show things like this, these speedboat racing, and these guys flip at 100+ miles an hour and just disintegrate.
Boat crashed and tumbled into the water.
That is a very lucky man.
This rowing team crashed directly into another despite.
Now this is scary as shit. I mean, God bless these people that are in the camera boat for being such decent people. I would have beat every one of these assholes to death with my oar if this would have happened to me. Just looking at this just looks like an average ship, but wait till this sucker gets close. These are essentially lances. You were talking about jousting with boats a minute ago?
Yeah, these racing boats, they are crazy thin and crazy long, and they look crazy sharp on both ends. That'll be absolutely horrifying. Yes, Connor got that right. A lot of seam ripping. Oh, I do not miss seam ripping. I hated it. Jeff, I don't drive boats. I just drink on the solid ground while I judge you idiots who drink on boat. Yep.
These things are just like lances. They're spears. They're long, sharp spears.
Despite repeated warnings,
Jesus. That is the look of someone that said, holy fuck, I could have been wearing a boat through my chest.
And you know he left that day to change his pants. Because that is horrifying.
I mean, look at look at that expression. And we'll take this a little bit slower here. We're going to 0.5 speed, see how that goes.
warning.
Let's drop it down to 0.25 just for the action scene here. Watch, this goes right under the guy's arm, between his chest and his arm. Whose fault? It's these assholes' fault here in the boat that's hitting the camera boat, because they kept yelling at them and they didn't pay attention.
Okay, sorry, I had to stop. Yes, the camera boat was yelling at them, but on the other boat, it's hard to hear because of the rowing, the sound of yourself breathing hard, the sound of your oars splashing on the water, the sound of your teams trying to be on pace with each other. And plus, I'm sure the audience that's over here, I'm sure they were yelling as well. The gruntings, yes, as weird as that sounds. And just the audience's noise, your own noise, your teammates' noise, the oar splashing on the water noise, all that can be very, very deafening. So, yeah, it might be their fault for not being in line, being straight. But again, looks like this camera boat isn't straight itself. So I don't know. It's hard to say who's at fault. And plus, why they stopped, you know? What's the story behind this? So I can't really put the blame solely on the boat that crashed into the camera boat. You have to react to boats coming into trailer their boats. Oh, I love those videos.
That's a scared man. And this is a sharp, pointy boat. Right under his arm.
Oh, here's another thing. Almost all, if not every single one of these sport boats, like boats made for sports and competition, your feet, just like how on like bicycle pedals you have that little strap that goes over your shoes to keep your feet on the pedal, there's the exact same thing in that boat. Like right under here. Like in like right on the back of whoever's in front of you. There's a little strap that keeps your feet where they should be. So you can actually like use your whole body to row the boat. So if this actually did go through him, then there is also most likely chance that he would have split in half. Gruesome, but it's a very likely chance that it could have happened, especially with the speed that these boats go. If you have not looked up competition rowing, their speed is Mach Jesus. They are fast. So he is very, very, very lucky.
I would have beat every one of those guys to death with my oar. That guy is lucky to be alive. I mean, just lucky to be alive. This is boat jousting. Seriously. Yeah, it's like his jousting lance. Yeah, he probably had to get a change of shorts.
This crash might look easily avoidable, but these
And these sailboat races are good too. I mean, these guys are obviously they're in a competition. They're in the middle of a race.
Hey, T for 2, appreciate ya. Ah, who was it like? If T for 2 is pointing that out, something ain't right. We have 137 people watching. Holy mother of God, that's amazing. Thank you all for tuning in, appreciate ya. And there's only 68 likes. If there's only one more like, I'll be happy. If there's more, I'd be ecstatic. So please consider hitting If you hit the like button, I'll be able to talk. So hey, you know, a little, just saying. My best friend had a house next to a boat ramp. Favorite weekend entertainment. Nice. I've never been so scared I pooped myself, thankfully. I really like Ken again. Oh, appreciate ya. They come on, chat, hit the like button. Oh yeah. If I could, I would hit the like button again. Oh, appreciate you guys. Hey, we have 72 likes. Awesome. Appreciate you guys. We're doing great. We're doing great. Almost there.
But the problem is, I mean, I don't know much about actual sailing.
But I finally caught the live, and now I have to go get taken to dinner. Poor me. Aw. Hey, whatever you have for dinner. Hope you. 82 likes. Hey, we're doing better. Whatever you get for dinner, hopefully you enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate ya. If you hit the like button, Connor will do a crochet teaching stream. I will not do that because I am horrible at crocheting. I'm a very beginner.
But when you're in a situation like this, you're committed. You're committed to the turn, and it takes quite a bit of effort, space, time, and planning to change your trajectory. And at this point, it's just in God's hands.
boats carry so much momentum that it
Again, look at this sharp little pointy end on this thing. Aerodynamics are important in races.
Gwen the Ferret. Wait, you started crocheting? Yay! Yep, I did, and I've been slacking on it. I've been slacking. But, because I usually crochet during these streams. It's coming soon. Coming soon. I'm just slacking a lot.
sometimes impossible to stop.
I mean, dang.
Hey, Aaron, washing dishes can be stressful. I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Enjoy dinner will be here if Connor doesn't hit the end button by accident again. Hey, we don't talk about that incident. Lizbots, how are you doing? Good to see ya.
Yeah. That is
Easily
insane.
avoidable, but these boats carry so much momentum that it's sometimes
Yeah.
Hi, Jenny. Long time no see. I've been a crochet beginner since age 9 and I'm 61 now, lol. Hey. It's okay. It's okay. This don't look good. At all.
I'll do that. This poor bastard probably just had a heart attack. I mean, literally, a tenth of a second sooner, and he'd be impaled on the end of this boat.
impossible to stop. This towboat collision may look tame, but we're pretty sure it'll cost the captain his job.
Yeah, when you're When you're pushing barges and things, don't hit other stuff. That's just bad form.
This yacht overestimates the height.
Oh, and how many millions of dollars do you think this yacht cost? Is it worth it? Check your figures. Check your numbers.
I'm gonna assume that's good. This is about 10, like in the teens of the millions. But my first project was sorry, chat's talking about crocheting. My first project was a scarf that was too short for my fat neck, so I just gave it to my friend. And the second one was a beanie. I just had the cheating little spinny wheel, so that's what I did.
Good God. Check your numbers on this, folks. If there's any doubt in your mind that you don't have enough clearance, put more ballast in your ship. Go somewhere else. Ugh.
Hey, Heather May, how you doing? Yes, this is a mess for sure, and millions for both the boat and the bridge. Mostly for the boat. It's mostly for the boat. That's gonna leave a mark. Tis but a scratch.
Sonia Chris says the party barge looked like it survived. The dock and boathouse was effed up. Yeah, that was when the whole thing collapsed around the boat. But yeah, it looked pretty good. But this one does not. I can't imagine the cost of this yacht. We're tens of millions of dollars, at least. I can't imagine this being less than $20 million for this yacht. Oh yeah, they should check. Well, I don't know if they did check the tide, but they should check the tide.
Again, if you have a lot of fuck you money, go ahead. If not, be a little more careful. Libby, how you doing? Good to see ya. And Just Don, how you doing? Good to see you. My brother has a pontoon and we just put our heads down and cleared the bridge. Nice. Good to see you. I was in Shizzy watching the Van Volster and they were reading a Laura Owen case. It was hilarious. Good to see you. Going, hey, nice. Glad you hope you enjoyed that video. They're all good people. Nice seeing things together. I still suck at that part. Oh yeah. Sewing those. Yep, gotcha. It's all fun and games until you get impaled. That is very true. Very, very true.
If you can afford the yacht, they can afford the crash. Well, the insurance company will pay for the crash. But will their insurance company drop them?
Of a low bridge causing a collision. This captain doesn't see the bank and
Hey, Mama Bear, good to see ya. My grand taught me one crochet stitch when I was 6. To this day, I can still only make a washcloth or a blanket. I'm 56 next week. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You're a professional washcloth or blanket maker, and that's awesome.
see
And I think there may or may not be alcohol involved in this one.
to crash.
Oh, shit!
Some people really need to.
Now, the dumb shit guy here. Now, this dumb shit guy here. You gotta.
Gotta go. We'll be out of town this weekend, but you all have a great 4th. You as well, Aaron, and safe travel, and hope you have a good night and a beautiful, beautiful time out of town. And scarves? Nice.
People keep sending me messages. Ugh. Twitter is going active. All right, there we go.
Problems you have when you're famous, right? Your Twitter goes crazy. Can't relate. Hey, Amy. Have a good one.
You got to remember, if you're going to flip your boat like that and be under it, there's also a propeller spinning just a few feet behind you. You better hope you clear that propeller when you're flipping that boat over on top of you. Otherwise, you're just going to shred your ass.
To stay away from boats.
Holy!
This boat is sick of the water and attempts to land.
I don't understand this one at all. The only thing I've been able to, well, let's watch it, then I'll comment.
Good luck with the damages.
Now, the only thing the only explanation I have for this is what I've seen when trying to teach people to ride a motorcycle. Their first time on the motorcycle, you have your hand on the throttle, and it starts to get away from you. You touch the throttle a little bit, and it jolts forward, and you panic, and you go on the throttle, and it launches your motorcycle into a car, into a wall, into a lake, into a tree, whatever, and you've panicked, so you lock with the throttle open. That's the only thing that's the only thing that makes sense in this case.
And it also can be explained with a car, like when you're a beginner driver or whatnot, inexperienced driver, you don't realize you have your car in reverse and you panic when you hit the accelerator, and instead of hitting the brake, you just slam into the gas pedal. That could also be an comparison to it. And I just realized he's wearing his Miskatonic hoodie. I'm wearing the Miskatonic t-shirt. So, hey, just saying. And Libby, hey, buddy, you can't park there. You very can't. God, I meant to congratulate you on your engagement. She hunts. Appreciate you. Did you see the crash with the Mexican Navy ship that hit the Brooklyn Bridge? They were standing high up on the mast. Very sad for those on the ship and those on shore watching. Yes, I did see that, and there were a couple who perished in that accident. So, yeah, thoughts and prayers to the family over there. And yes, I did see the video. As my husband said, just lean into it. Yep. I was like, even before I started watching, oh, appreciate you, Aunt Clara. Love the hoodie. Yeah, it's gone forever, unfortunately. I'll have to buy one. You pull back on the throttle on the boat, so if you're falling backwards, you accelerating. And my dentist, it happened like 3 times. There are rocks now. Okay. Connor's engaged? I don't know. Am I? I cannot imagine seeing that. Seeing what? The car thing? Oh. You're engaged? Thanks, Liz. Appreciate you. I have the hoodie saved in my Amazon card. I have some goals I'm working on, and it's my reward. Hey, that's a good thing. Good, awesome thing. Oh, seeing the crash. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. Island is the main flower girl. Yeah, it's seeing any crash is crazy.
It was a newbie trying to learn how to park a boat, maybe pulls the throttle open a little bit to give it a bit of gas, panics, reflexively jerks the throttle back more, and launches his boat into the air. That's the only thing that makes sense. And Wrestler's Mom, this makes sense. You're my newest member. Congratulations. Welcome to the Clean and Sober crew. Wrestler's Mom becoming our newest member makes all the sense in the world. Much more sense than whatever this doofus did. But like I'm saying, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. He opened he or she opened the throttle a little bit to give it a little bit of gas, panicked, freaked out, jerked it wide open, and launched itself onto the dock.
I can be the one with jello shots out front of the church. I do good at that. I love you guys so much. I had a friend who was riding in a boat that turned over. Her life jacket got caught in the propeller. She didn't make it. Freaky accident. Ugh, I'm sorry to hear that, Harriet. Ugh. Mm-mm. 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 No, thank you.
Dude. Yeah, you can see he was unprepared. I didn't notice this the first couple times I watched it.
This boat is sick of the water.
The guy isn't even sitting in his chair. He panicked. Notice that his left leg is halfway out of the chair.
And attempts to land. Good luck with the damages.
See, he hit that. Okay, all right. Now it's starting to make sense. He was backing up. He bumped into the dock, which knocked him out of his seat. And I guess as he was being knocked out of his seat, he jerks the throttle open and then is in total panic mode and just sticks there until he launches it into the air. But yeah, he's halfway out of his seat. Yeah, he just panicked.
No, you're not supposed to throw washed rice. No. Uncooked dry rice is supposed to be thrown.
It makes sense now.
Hearing this laughter is strangely contagious.
And this is weird. I don't get why people find this funny. Maybe they find it funny because they haven't seen people die like this. I'm handling a case now involving a river barge that got in an accident. I mean, a river pleasure tourist ship that got in a collision with another one and killed 28 people. So this one isn't particularly funny to me.
As they watch the boats ahead bump and crash.
That's not really funny to me.
Yes.
The harmony of the seas crashes into.
This is a famous one here. This is one of the largest passenger ships.
I didn't say that either, David. I didn't say that either. Looks like a Three Stooges skit.
In the world, trying to dock, and I believe it was Greece.
A Jamaican dock.
Oh,
As
Jamaica.
the third largest cruise
third
ship in
largest.
the world, this is definitely not good for its reputation. Someone should probably remove the word excellent from this ship.
Okay, we've seen this one before.
Colossal crash.
This is a ship hitting a gantry crane in Taiwan, I believe it was. I'm handling a couple cases almost exactly like this right now.
These girls thought they could fit under this.
Again. Stupid little boats, stupid little bridges with stupid little holes.
This bridge during high tide.
No bueno.
No bueno indeed.
No bueno. Dad's gonna be pissed.
Don't drink and drive.
More alcohol.
This guy found out that it also applies to boats. When boating in shallow bodies of water.
Speaking of shallow bodies of water, these are my
Melly, no, he's not invited.
favorites. These are my favorite videos. Bikini-clad people in boats.
Equality. How you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome in. How you doing?
Boats piloted by idiots. Watch our scantily clad lady here. She has fun on this particular ride. And I love videos of people being tossed in the air.
When boating in shallow bodies of water, low speeds are vital to avoid unwanted airtime. This guy's having so much fun in the water that he soon finds himself in the air.
Here we go. Ride that wave.
This huge cruise ship crashed into a dock. The captain must have left the parking.
Oh, look how beautiful that ship is. I mean, God, just the color of that ship, the reflectiveness of the paint. That is a beautiful, beautiful ship. Wait, Sonia or Chris says, cruise ship hitting the dock. What was the pilot doing? Hell, missed it by that much. He's close. He was close. It could have been, some currents, could have been some winds, but I didn't see any waves. He probably just miscalculated. Oops. Well, here's another miscalculation. It's just sad.
Connor, thoughts on the beauty of the ship? Very beautiful. Yeah. First time you ever did a backflip? Yeah, probably. First and last time. I have a boater's license, but have only used it for jet skis. Nice. But yeah, it is a beautiful ship. I didn't know this was a ship. I thought it was like a building.
I had to see this gorgeous, gorgeous ship. Oh,
Break off.
it is such a beautiful ship.
Hey, Soko SLP. Wouldn't you like to know?
Now it's going to be repaired for quite some time.
If you're going to get this close to a huge wave, at least ensure that you're passing.
Now, a couple of weeks ago, when we were talking about the Endurance, the Shackleton expedition. We were talking about how they jury rigged they cannibalized 2 lifeboats to create a sailboat out of the 3rd lifeboat, and Shackleton and a few of his men sailed this makeshift sailboat through 2 Antarctic hurricanes to get where he was going. And the last hurricane, we were talking about the waves being so high that they were non-negotiable by the ships. I mean, the ships could not get over them. You'd get part way up and then bad things happen. Sort of like those dirt bike guys that you see try to go up the sides of the cliffs. They get part way up and then the bike flips over on them and bad things happen. Well, this is a prime example of these non-negotiable waves.
Passengers of life jackets.
They barely made that one. If that way, well, almost all of them made it.
Did these 2 motionless women think that they were...
These ladies have to be Russian. They just have to be. This boat is literally ripping a house to pieces right in front of them, and they don't care. They just don't care. They're just like, I'm drinking my beer, bitches.
Hey, Equality, thank you for the 10. Appreciate you so very much. I have an exam on Friday and I'm freaking out. Please wish me luck. Also, give me the crown. Good luck with your exam. And hey, guess what? If you do good on your exam, you might get the crown. So, good luck. I'm rooting for you. Study hard. Pay attention in class. Best of luck.
We're watching a screening of Titanic instead of a real crash.
They don't even move.
This captain wasn't paying attention and hit a docked boat. Good thing the Coast Guard is on.
Now, why dude here just jumped off the ship in panic? I don't get. Oh, I guess he didn't see the other
Good
boat.
thing the
Okay.
Coast Guard is on standby. This group
Whatever.
are having fun until the jets.
I hate these freaking banana boats. There's nothing. Anybody that rides on these little inflatable banana boats has a death wish.
The operator.
I rode on one before. It was fun. I'm still alive. I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
decides to turn it up a notch.
That happens every time.
Watch this professional right himself with a perfect roll after flipping his kayak.
Oh, this guy's practicing. This isn't a fail. This guy's just practicing. So
These yachts bump into each other during a race. Who do you think is at fault?
yeah, nobody's at fault. It's like F1 races. You come around the first corner, the first lap, and people bump into each other. No harm, no foul. They're just jockeying for position.
These owners couldn't regain control after their boat went berserk like a wild animal.
Again, people just sitting here. This thing has a blade. It has 3 blades rotating at incredibly high speed. I don't get why people are just like, oh, let's see how close these deadly blades can come to slicing my face off. I'll just sit here and watch. I don't get people. If this, especially the guys in the water, they get hit, they get run
Make sure
over,
to
they
at
get
least
shredded.
know the basics of what you're getting into, or you'll end up just like this gentleman.
Maybe a little bit small for him. And certainly don't try to stand up.
The boat behind them caused a stressful crash. I don't think I'll be sailing anytime soon.
See, that's the voice of experience. Dad Vices comes out. That's just maybe it's an occupational hazard. I see people having fun on the beach. You see people having fun on the beach. I just see 500 lawsuits coming out of things. But these guys, this is the voice of experience. They're on this side, and then they see this guy coming. They know there is an unavoidable collision happening. And you even hear the guy before it happens, you go, God damn it. He knows what's happening here.
High-speed blender, pretty much, David, pretty much.
I don't think I'll be sailing anytime soon.
God damn it all. Ugh.
Another boat ride derailed, causing one of the passengers to almost drown.
No, they didn't. They're all standing up in the water. They didn't drown yet.
But no worries, they're fine now.
I hate those stupid banana boats.
Getting too close is a danger in any kind of race. This guy didn't get the memo. Look where it gets him.
Later, dude. Get some air. Oof.
I don't think these guys realize that one hand won't stop a giant ship. Another...
A for effort. A for effort. If you're on a boat, expect to get wet. Yep. Jeff is getting a little feisty.
drunk captain was caught in the act. This guy decided to let the ship crash into whatever was in the way.
Now, they're damn lucky nobody was in that boat. Absolutely fucking lucky nobody was in that boat.
Another drunk captain
Can you imagine if someone was in that boat and this gigantic propeller went right over the top of them?
was caught in the act. This guy decided to let the ship crash into whatever was in the way.
Ugh. Ugh.
These people just watch in awe as one huge yacht crashes into another.
Oh.
Listen to that expensive bump.
Oh. Ouch.
This could have gone horribly wrong. A rowboat
Here we go again. This is a repeat of the other.
Final Destination type shit? Yep. 100%. Very lucky no one was on that little boat. Oh. Yeah.
like rowing accident we saw earlier, but surprisingly even more dangerous. Look at these boats. They don't have the little tiny rubber tips that were at the end of the other boat. This is just a razor sharp point and a razor sharp point. These are actually longer and pointier than the other boats that were caught up in the accident earlier in this video.
It directly hits another, but luckily, no one was hurt.
Oh, that actually caught his shirt. Look at that. That boat caught his shirt. That is just nothing more than a
Oh, here's what you can kind of see. So some have these bars like there to hold your feet in place. Some have those little bicycle straps that's on like the bicycle pedals. But yeah, these, if you get jousted by these boat, then your feet can slip out easily. If you have the little straps though, your feet is in place. Yeah. Scary, dangerous. Slug, how you doing? Good to see ya. Soup soup.
missile going through the water. That is just a missile going through the water at him. And well, at least it broke the. See, it broke the front of their boat. Serves you right, you assholes.
That is also a good thing about the design of this boat. Because it is a competition boat, they need to be as light as possible, which means either thinner materials or materials they can, well, it's going to be thinner materials, so it will snap easily. That's the one good thing about these stuff. If you crash into each other, it will break. So there won't be any big damages. Why are you meowing? You have food. Where are you? You have food and water. Stop meowing. Gonna be doing 40k Warhammer 40k painting and building streams starting tomorrow. Nice. The coxswain probably doesn't need the straps. I don't know. How do you know so much about this? I was very interested in boats. I've done a lot of sailing. I've done a lot of rowing. Done quite a few bit of kayaking.
Looks like it kind of broke it in the middle too.
Your cat sounds like a peacock. He is. Karate cat, mom. Psst, 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 psst. He doesn't even care. He's just walking away.
But ooh, that caught his shirt.
Horribly wrong. A rowboat directly hits another, but luckily, no one was hurt.
Oh,
Ever seen a boat use another as a ramp? No? Then watch this.
So sorry, I'm about to crash into your boat. I'm apologising now.
I'm just apologizing now. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Now that I got my crown, I'm gonna go listen to Connor's bedtime story with my son and get back to studying. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Appreciate you, equality. Good luck with your test. Good luck studying. Don't forget to hydrate. Don't forget to eat. Don't forget to breathe. You'll do awesome. Mad Sarah stunt double. Keep getting kicked off the channel. What's happening right now? I do not know. I do not know. Bye, Chad and Connor. Bye, Chad and Connor. Wisconsin time is telling me it's time to get some sleep. Take care. I love you. Diane, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Hopefully you have a beautiful, beautiful night. Yeah.
Sorry, mate. The film crew paid the dash.
This speedboat smashed into another during a race. Fortunately, everyone was fine after this impact.
this is scary. Yikes.
This moment caught on a GoPro shows a boat encroaching another at high speed.
Pay attention to the boat, people. There's actually a boat accident happening in the background. Focus on the boat, you degenerates.
And that's it for today's video. Make sure to comment on your favorite maritime moments below.
Focus on the boat. That's the important part.
I sailed a lot too used to skip a boat in the mid of my ute. Oh, yeah. So when I was when was it? I want to say 7th grade. Either 6th or 7th grade. I was in the sailing club at my school. And I've done it for, I think, like a year or so. And I absolutely loved it. And it was actually pretty close to that boat bridge accident that Dad always gets excited about. We'd have we'll just rent out little tiny two-man sailboat. Absolutely loved it. I loved it. Flotation device. What boat? Oh damn. Sure, Jeff, you didn't see the police. Sailing club. So sailing club, it's literally what it is. That's right. So we literally rented a few sailboats. We learned every part of the boat, like the bow, the sail, different types of knots, different parts of the boat, and we just learned how to maneuver, how to go crosswind, how to go against the wind, how to go towards the wind, how to turn and all that. It so much fun. I loved the teacher that taught it. Is it a sailboat exclusive? Something like that. Something like that. It was a movie owned by an Australian called Snowgum. What boat? Oh.
Oh, shoot. Well, how are we doing here so far? We got 603 people watching our Maritime Monday reaction to ship collisions and water-based idiocy stream here. 373 likes. Do me a favor, let's get us up to 450 likes here at our midstream, our 1 hour griftathon. Our 1 hour griftathon for likes. Let's see if we can get up to 500 likes. All it takes is that. Flux. We'll get to you in a second, Flux. Oh, God. But yeah, let's see if we can get up to 600 likes. There's 680 of you here, so there's no reason we shouldn't have at least 600 likes. It takes literally no time at all to reach down there and just hit that like button. That lets YouTube know you like the video we're watching. It gets them to recommend it on on your front pages, on your recommended video pages, on the cards at the end of videos. That gets the word out, and that makes me happy because it helps the channel grow. And speaking of making the channel grow, we've got 32,490 subscribers right now. We only need 10 more subscribers to get to 32,500. So if 10 of you out there, I know 10 of you out there haven't subscribed to my channel. Do me the favor, the 10 of you that haven't that haven't now I can't even say it correctly because I did that. The 10 of you that have not subscribed to the channel, do me the favor, reach down there, hit that subscribe button.
Diana, how you doing? Good to see ya. And I guess during this video I gained 3 subscribers, so hooray to me. At beautiful 3,323 subscribers, you guys are freaking amazing. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and appreciate it for being a member. You guys are so awesome. The best freaking chat in the whole entire YouTube world. Misses videos so much. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. We do lots of watch parties. And hopefully this will make it tolerable. So you're not alone, you know? Come in with your friends and enjoy. That's all we do here. Hit the like too. Oh yeah, Libby. Amen. Thank you, appreciate you.
Let's get us to 32,500 in the next 30 minutes. So reach down there right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And do we come back next Monday for another Maritime Monday, and then stay tuned for other law and social related news during the week. But let's see if we can get up to 32,500. We only need 10 more subscriptions to do that. That would be awesome. Thanks. And okay, we're up to 442 likes. So 50 more will get us to 500. That's a good start. And while we're doing that, let's read some super chats. We got 4 super chats to clear here. And if you want to super chat something, guaranteed I read it. Go right ahead. Sonia or Chris, the party barge looked like it survived. We read that one, didn't we? Sorry. You get a do. We'll finish it. You get a twofer. The dock/boathouses was effed up. Yeah. And Sonia or Chris again. Cruise ship hitting the dock. What was the pilot doing? We already read that one too. Why am I saving all of your? I'm saving all of your. I guess I like you, so you get a twofer again. Don't know what the pilot was doing. Missed it by that much. Flux coming in. What boat? We know what you were looking at, Flux. That's why I was specifically telling.
Aw, Harriet, you're awesome. Appreciate you for saying that. And Lizbot, carrying on the best chat tradition. Always. Heck yeah. Carrying on the tradition because it is true. You guys are the best.
Telling everybody not to look there, just to look at the boat. But just
Flux hiding drink. Yep, forgot about that.
A woman's tits, and that's all she's gonna look at. Just like telling a little kid not to put beans up his nose. Why would you put bones up your nose? Not to put beans up his nose. Stingy. Caught up. Not a single Speed 2 joke. You fail, sir. No. Speed 2 jokes. That's for you guys to make. It's too easy for me to make them. We need to have you guys come up with them. Wow, I'm off today. Something is off with me today. I was getting ready to hit the hide current comment button, and I damn near hit end broadcast button. Kaiser Pineapple says, I mean, boobs are awesome. You're not wrong there. And Flux just saying, ha 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 ha. What was the other thing I was going to look at? Boobs are funny. All right. Anywho, when does a boat become a ship? If this is a joke, I don't know the punchline and put it now. If it's an actual question, I don't know. They're kind of the same thing. Flux, I just started giggling now, hearing your name, thinking of Hayden trying to wake you up. You fell asleep on Hayden's stream? Oh, Flux, pray do tell. All right. That's the end of our mid-session grift. We got 467 likes. We need 33 more to get us up to 500. Come on, 33 likes. And we picked up 2 subscribers. So thank you 2 people that subscribed to the channel. And those of you that think you're subscribed to my channel, just go down there and double check and make sure. Oh, Flux. All right, Flux, you got to talk. We got to hear a story from you real quickly on falling asleep on Hayden's stream. Details. Thank you to the 2 of you that subscribed. 8 more will get us to 500, to 32,500, and 26 more likes will get us to 600. That's pretty cool. Thanks, guys. We're in the last 15 minutes here of this stream. We'll probably catch one more video of the 30 biggest ship fails ever. I don't know if they're the 30 biggest ship fails ever, but there's some pretty good ones in there. 20 minutes from now, we'll be bumping on over and watching the Juan David Ortiz, Texas Border Patrol agent who turned serial killer and offed 4 women of negotiable affections by shooting them in the head with his service weapon and using his service ammunition and leaving his empty shell casings around and not hiding the bodies very well, and then confessing to the police, leading them to the 4th body, and then pleading not guilty. And we're in the middle of a crappy trial. The prosecution is dropping the ball. This is a dramatic. This should be a.
MJ, how you doing? Good to see ya. Oh, I miss Jeff. Yeah, I know. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Well, MJ, glad you could make it. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the video.
Dramatic, sensational case. It should be a fascinating trial. It should be a slam dunk prosecution. But the prosecution is handling so badly that I think there is a reasonable chance this guy may walk free. That's how bad I think the prosecution is doing. And the prosecution is so bad that the assistant prosecutor quit during the middle of the trial on Thursday. During the lunch break, the assistant prosecutor just said,
Sorry, I tried to hit the backspace button, but I hit a different button. My bad. So cool seeing y'all on FNL together. Oh, thanks, appreciate ya.
fuck it, I don't work here anymore, and walked out. So stay tuned for day 6 of that in about 20 minutes from now. Until then, let's bump us back. Somebody just unsubscribed. Dick. Now we need 9 more to get up to 32,500. But we only need 12 more to get up to 500 likes. So let's do that. Let's bring up the next video, which might be our last video. We might be able to squeeze in 2 here. But let's definitely go with the 30 biggest ship fails ever caught on camera. It's not that dramatic. And it starts out with this. I remember this was last year. This was pretty funny. It was a Korean-owned ship transporting cars to Russia. Why are we buffering?
Well, on December 28, 2021, in Vladivostok, Russia, a batch of fresh frozen cars from Japan arrived. These foreign cars arrived on a Korean cargo ship with the Panamanian flag Sanrio.
Yep, this is why you don't store
It's not
things on
strange
deck
though,
in the winter.
because the carrier must go through a cold weather that was reported to be minus 19 degrees Celsius. It all made the cars covered by a thick layer of ice, which was more than 10 centimeters thick. What a very big loss. One of the worst ship launch fails ever caught on camera was occurred in Indonesia. Look at how the ship suddenly slipped.
Now you'll notice that a lot of these things happen in Indonesia for some reason. There's a lot of shipping accidents involving Indonesia. All right.
And then flipped. Surely the blame goes to the one who's operating the procedure. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Can you imagine how expensive? This is like, congratulations. Here's your brand new boat we've just built for you. We're launching it so you can take ownership of your brand new ship. Ah, fuck. Yeah, that's how that goes. We hit 500 likes. Thank you, everybody. You guys are awesome. Yeah, so how would you feel if you were the owner of this ship? This is what your brand new ship, like, it hasn't even started day 1 of its life, and this is what it now looks like. That just must be gut-wrenching. I've dealt with a case where these guys got this brand new 50,000 ton ship delivered, and it was their maiden voyage. And while they were leaving port, they found this rock that wasn't on any of the maps, and it opened up the side of the ship, the bottom of the ship, for like just meters and meters and meters, like a tuna fish can. I know how unhappy they were that it cost them several $100,000 in repairs 30 minutes after they got the boat. I can't imagine how these guys would feel.
Imagine how much the compensation will be.
A lot.
That must be very
You just have
expensive.
to rebuild the boat.
Another ship fails from Russia. A simple science of
Oh yeah. Those of you that know, salt water and batteries do not mix. at all. You want to try it, just you don't. Water is a decent conductor. Salt somehow enhances it, and salt water and batteries definitely don't mix.
Why you don't splash seawater into batteries? Yes, it will burn, just like what happened to these cars. These cars were burnt because the batteries were splashed by the seawater. And in the end, all cars were burned because of the incident.
The ship's
Although
lucky it
the
didn't
material losses obtained are certainly large, the good news is that there were no casualties because of this incident. A very rare accident that happens on a warship caught on camera. The Marshal Shaposhnikov, Russia's upgraded Project 1155M frigate, tried to launch a test version of the Caliber cruise missile. But almost immediately after launch, the missile went into uncontrolled flight and crashed close to the ship itself. Well, that was a close call.
That's not supposed to happen.
One of the most expensive ship
Oh,
fails that
God.
ever happened to a container ship
Yeah.
caught on camera. This happened when a container ship called One Apus was stuck in a heavy storm around 1,600 miles from the northwest of the Hawaiian.
I know we've talked about this before, but if you're not familiar with this, those containers are 20 feet long. So they're basically 3 meters long, 3 meters plus a tiny bit. And there could be anything in there from empty containers to tin cans to, high-tech, super expensive computer or electronic technology. So the value of those containers could be anything from $1,000 to tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars for each container. So if we're just generous and say that each container is $50,000 worth of product inside of it, just look at all of these damaged containers. These container ship accidents, they are so expensive and they're so difficult to work out because this is the problem. The problem is the ship. I mean, it's first of all, the question is what law applies to this? What law applies to this situation? You can say the ship owner is Greek. The ship is flagged in Panama. Each one of these containers can literally be loaded in any country in the world. And there's a sales contract between the people who are selling the cargo and buying the cargo that have a governing law that could be anywhere. So there could literally be 40 or 50 different countries' laws applicable to any of these damage claims. And you can have the ship owner getting claims from dozens of different jurisdictions. So these container ship accidents are the absolute biggest headaches in the universe to work out. But the good thing is,
Hey, Marloka, welcome in. Oh my god, I was half yawning when I saw your dad, and for a moment I thought he was with you, with us. It's crazy how much he's missed. Very, very true. But hey, welcome in, Marloka. Good to see ya. Welcome in, welcome in. My great uncle worked on the Texaco ship Oklahoma. He quit 2 weeks before it sunk back in the 70s. Ugh. He was very lucky. Ugh.
they also make you the most money because they keep you busy all day, every day for years. So they're great money-making things for lawyers, but boy, they suck to unravel these Gordian knots of applicable laws and jurisdictions. But let's hear about this because this is, if I recall correctly, I think that they even mentioned it here, is the single most expensive container ship accident ever.
Hawaiian Islands. Because of this incident, there were around 1,816 containers lost or damaged. The loss was estimated to reach over 200 million US dollars, which makes this the worst cargo losses incident related to bad weather that has happened to a cargo ship in the Pacific area.
Emil, how are you doing? Good to see ya. I will never understand why they stack them so high. I think there's a regulation of like how high you can actually stack them, and there are a lot of containers, and there's so many container ships. So for the product to actually go where it's supposed to for on time, I think they pack it as much as they can, but still being in that regulation. For a second, I thought he said my name. Island and Emil does sound a little similar, but hey, I did not say your name. I can say your name as much as you want, Island, if you would like that.
Please don't do this where
What? These little squirrel monkeys over here, they're great. I like these little guys. They just like get all squirrely and just like climb this thing.
wherever you are. This is very dangerous. After being not allowed to board the ship, these two teenagers were desperate, then climbed a rope so they could board the ship in Makassar, Indonesia. Even if you can't afford it,
Not you, the guy in the video said Island. Oh, gotcha. After a certain height, they are no longer insurable. Yep, there you go. Also,
you are. This is very
watch this guy. Pretty sure he falls in the water.
dangerous. After being not allowed to board the ship, this
He totally did. He tried to freaking smack the little people that's climbing the ropes and fell into embarrassing. Just made 5 pounds of pork, soon to be barbecue pulled pork. You should be wow. I'm jealous. Aw. I want 5 pounds of pulled pork.
two teenagers were desperate, then climbed a rope so they could board the ship in Makassar, Indonesia. Even if you can't afford a ticket, please don't be like them. This is an example of how not to tow a vessel in a narrow canal. In a narrow channel or river, it is very recommended to have at least one small tugboat on each side of towing vessel for being assistance. So, lesson learned. Probably the guidelines and approval of towing vessels
Oh yeah,
must be
6 meters.
strictly observed.
Yeah, you're right. 6 meters. What did I say? 3?
What a very
in fairness, I did say 3 meters if I'm correct. If I remember correctly. You know what happened? I was thinking, okay, 6 times 3 is 18, and then I stuck on the 3 instead of the 6. Sorry about that. Yeah. So that's what my reasoning was. That's why I said 3 because okay, 6 times 3 meters is 18, so 3 meters. Yeah, okay.
heartbreaking moment for the fisherman whose boat got hit by a big coal barge in Kalimantan, Indonesia.
Again, Indonesia.
Well, let's hope that they get the compensation for the damage though. This is
coming
what
in
might
hot.
happen when the captain of the ship enters the dock too fast. There were some errors
Oh,
that
yeah.
occurred in the process of moving the tugboat to the ship. It became even more difficult due to the very strong wind. But unfortunately, the cable that held them was too weak. So the cable itself
Oops.
couldn't last,
That's okay.
then
It'll
broken,
land right side
and
up.
eventually the tugboat plunged
Or
into
not.
sea.
Это хорошо еще не в рог, блядь. Ой, ой, ой!
Remember the Ever Given incident? This time an incident happened to its brother, the Ever Laden, in Taiwan 2018 ago. It was when the China Steel innovator hit the Ever Laden very hard right in the back. Judged by its name, that's perhaps an innovative
She Hunts, thanks for joining in. Appreciate you so very much. hopefully you have a good night. I'll see you later.
Way how to stop a ship quickly. The lesson of why you shouldn't fall asleep while driving. Just look how he
so many
drove his boat
captains fall
right at the
asleep.
cargo ship in front of him without hesitation.
Yeah.
Oops. Matter of fact, we got a case today.
Is
We're-
he still sleeping
We
after
got a
the
case
collision?
today. We're looking at the
Sleep, sleep.
black box.
Please sleep.
Yeah, sleep. I think this guy in the case I
Imagine
got
when you
today may have
enjoyed
been
your
asleep.
catch. Then suddenly a fishing boat hit you like this.
Ah, man, that wasn't too bad.
We bet somebody is in pretty deep trouble. Because of the engine problem, a Pelni ship from Indonesia kept going backwards
Indonesia
until it finally hit a few boats belonging to an Indonesian army.
That doesn't say much for the Indonesian army boats. That just kind of crumpled that like an accordion.
We bet all the crew members in the Pelni ship will get a push-up penalty. This was a very tense moment when a passenger ship was overturned when it was about to lean back to drop the passengers. The ship lost its balance because the passengers only got off from one side, so the rope was broken.
Oops. That's what you call an overloaded ship. You get too many people on it, they all go to one side, and bad shit happens.
Although it looks terrible, the good news is that there were no casualties because of this incident.
Because of this one. Other ones, yeah, not this one though.
Due to the foggy weather, this fishing boat hit a police boat in Indonesia.
Indonesia again.
It must
welcome.
have been an unlucky day for this fisherman.
Well, at least the police are right there to arrest you.
The police required them to compensate for losses of 30 million rupiahs or a 2,000 US dollars for this incident.
Oh hell,
Gak
I'd
tahu
ran a
pandangan
boat
tak
if
kelihatan
somebody
kok
cost me
laju-laju gitu
$2,000.
loh.
This time is from Vietnam. A big fishing boat seemed to be going straight towards the smaller fishing boat that was passing in front of it.
That doesn't look very safe.
Maybe the captain got sleepy? Guess there's nothing he can do but be ready to compensate for everything.
Oops. Yeah, once you start taking water on the deck like that, it's over. Whoa!
Man!
Good job there, buddy. You pulled it out. All right, that was just kind of some fun we had here today. Like I said, I just wanted to do this to go back to the original roots of our Maritime Monday streams, where we just react to some ship collisions and water-based idiocy. Twisted Bunny says, so Jeff, you're telling us that what you're telling us is that if we ever get into an international shipping, avoid Indonesia by all means. It wouldn't hurt if you could. It doesn't seem to be the safest place out there, does it? Yeah. Couple super chats here. Well, Flux, first of all, I was watching and I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, Mrs. Flux yelled at me. That was 200 Watt Studio says that was the Army's armored boat too. Probably. Oh God. Well, again, that was just something I wanted to do. I saw that incident involving the two U.S. Navy ships, and I thought, we need to go back and scour the internet and see if we can find some more of these ship collisions and water-based idiocy. If you like these videos, let me know. I still have enough saved up to do another show like this if you want to do one at some point in the future, because I can do these all day. They're kind of fun. I like watching these things together and reacting together with you about these accidents. So if this is something you want to see more of, just let me know. If you think it sucks and you want me to go back to the normal Maritime Monday things we do, please let me know that too. I'll listen to you and I'll see what goes. This isn't fuchsia. This is wine. This is like a burgundy sweater. It's just kind of oversaturated here on my camera. So what's going to happen now? First, I'm going to thank everybody for doing everything here, and what's going to happen after that is I'm going to dump us all into my other stream, the Juan David Ortiz trial. So if you want to watch that trial, stick with me, and we'll go until, let's see, what time is it now? 11:30, 12, 1, 2, about 4 hours. We'll do that about 4 hours. Then I'll turn it over to Josh Robine over at Robine Law, and Jay Robine Law, and he'll take care of it through the afternoon session. It's an interesting trial. It's just being handled so poorly by the prosecution. It's a good case if you want to see prosecutors really, really mess up badly. So that's what's going to happen. So, guys, thank you for being here. Mods, I appreciate you doing your jobs here. I appreciate you helping me out. Peace to all of you guys. I'm going to be reaching out to you soon. We'll be setting up some schedules for Moddy Christmas.
Okay, Libby. Sailor says, what is the only thing that is referred to as a rope on a sailboat? It's been a hot minute since I sailed, okay? I only did it for a little bit. I don't know. I'm sorry I failed you. I'm sorry, Libby, I failed you. Please don't hate me. I do not know. A rope? That's my answer.
Viewers, we got 615 of you here now, 542 of you like this. Thank you so much for that. If any of you else would do me the favor of hitting that like button, I would deeply appreciate it. 600 likes would be super awesome. That's like 64 to go or whatever. I can't do math. 68. Yeah, 58. Now 57. I can do math if I think about it, but I don't like thinking about math. That scares me. All righty. Mods, thank you. People here in chat, thank you. The Vice Squad rules. Those of you that listen to this, I don't know how you just listened to this because it was very, very visual today, for which I apologize. But you come back later, watch the visual part, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. We need 9 more to get me up to 32,500. I would like to get up to 32,500 quickly. We can do that probably by the end of today's trial stream. I have no doubt about it. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for the super chats today. They came in, they were nice. Keep them coming. Deeply, deeply appreciated. Now, I am going to end this stream. It should automatically take you to my next stream. Hang out there for a couple of minutes. It'll take about a minute or two for me to close this out and restart the other one. But for some reason, YouTube just picks and chooses who gets to go over automatically. If you want to watch the trial and if you don't get sent over there automatically, just go to my channel, Legal Vices, and hit the live video, which will be the Juan David Ortiz trial, and that'll take you right up. I hope you get there automatically, but it seems like about 50% of the people don't because YouTube. Yeah, it's John. Why? What did I say? Oh, did I say Josh? I was laughing because when he was when we were on stream together over the weekend, someone kept calling him Josh, and he thought it was funny, and I was going to joke about calling him Josh. Whatever. I give up. It's Josh. Guys, stop it. I'm confused. I give up. Let's all go over to J. Robine Law in about 4 hours from now. I hate everybody. I hate all of you. You're all degenerates. My brain is just not firing on all synapses today. So there you go with that. All right. We are late getting the other video started. Good luck getting over there. If you don't get over there, we'll see you in a minute. Go to Legal Vices. Get there. Guys, for the next 30 seconds, enjoy your Legal Vices until we get the next stream up. Talk to you later. Peace out. Love y'all. Bye.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Let me switch over to the Camara. Bloop, bloop. And put you guys down here. Bloop. There you go. YouTube was asshole back then and still is today. Yep, very true. So that was another episode of Maritime Monday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. My son has a poster with the same Godzilla graphic. Oh, nice. Yeah, so my stream schedule tomorrow, no stream. Friday, I'll probably be on FNL. Saturday will be my third Screw It Saturday stream. The new rule from my lesson last time is going... Do you mind? Can I talk to my people? New rule for Screw It Saturday is $100 shots. Yep, I'm raising the price again. $100 shots. I'll probably keep the I'll do the $50 spin. And yeah, I was gonna say some things too, but I forgot. And I hate it. I think Pam mentioned it before, and I hate myself for forgetting it. I really do hate myself. I'm sorry. Oops. I'll probably mention it if I remember. But oh yeah, I've been writing down the little tweety stuff, so I'll have to finish that up. Yeah, so I'm not going to talk about what Hayden talked about. I'm going to instruct you to go over to his channel and learn about it directly, just to support him. I'm going to finish up writing the tweet, but yeah, I'll try and make the little video montage that I took. If it works out, then I'll upload it. If not, oh well. But yeah, Screw It Saturday. This Saturday, I scheduled the stream. I'll just have to send out invites if I can figure that out. I'm doing it on StreamYard, so hopefully it's better. Well, better, I guess. So, yeah. I'm going to send you guys to Baker. He's doing Baker at Night stream, and looks like experts on there too. So, yeah. Thank you all for joining me on this beautiful Sunday night. I probably won't be able to talk about it later, but I will definitely think about Jeff when watching fireworks. They were always for him. Fireworks are awesome. Hope you guys have a beautiful 4th of July. If you have pets, please protect their ears, because they can get stressed out. Love you guys. Have a beautiful morning, evening, night, wherever you are. Pup Dog, good to see ya. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button on your way out. Mods, really appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for all the lurkers and people who are joining in on the replay crew. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Shizzy, for the raid. And thank you, Boosh and Equality, for the super chats. And the continuous support from Danielle, T42, and Island for the continuous membership. Oh, I remember. Wow, memberships. Wow, I just reminded myself. Oh, what? I can do this? Okay, next stream, I'll do it. It's a new month, so I can give away memberships. I don't think it has refreshed, I guess is the word. So on Screw It Saturday, I'm going to start off by giving away memberships. That's what I was forgetting about. Anyways, again, thank you all. Appreciate you guys. Stay awesome. Stay beautiful. I'll push you guys away to Baker. Have a beautiful morning, evening, night, wherever you are. I do have a bad memory. I really do. It's a problem. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Love you all.
Well, that's all for this stream, but it's been so sweet. Thanks for hanging with us. It's been a treat. We'll keep it warm, keep it real, take it slow. Catch you next time when the vibes are ready to flow. If you enjoyed the ride, give us a like, subscribe for the warmth. Come back whenever you like. Until then, take it easy. Don't rush, don't hurry. I'll be here waiting. No need to worry. Vice, baby, always by your side. Stay cozy, stay calm, let the good times ride. Peace for now, but we'll meet again. Take care, my friend. Until then.